welcome to Science with Hannah.
What are we going to be talking about today, Hannah?
Bernoulli's principle.
All right.
And I'm a unicorn.
Sweet. Okay.
We're going to demonstrate Bernoulli's principle by blowing through this can tunnel. Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Go.
What happened, Hannah, when you blew through the can? They came together, right?
Yeah, they went.
Alright, so let's try to figure out why the cans come together when you blow in between them through what Hannah calls the can tunnel, just between the two cans. Okay, so when there's no air flowing and you're not blowing and they're just hanging there, you have normal air pressure around the cans. That means that the molecules are banging into the cans on both sides equally. Okay, so you have these molecules over here. Say that there's a bunch of molecules on this side banging in. Because, you know, air molecules, they're moving all around all the time, right? They're bouncing all around, going all crazy. We'll say these guys are bouncing over here, bouncing off this side. So the forces are balanced, and so there's equal pressure, equal air pressure on both sides of the can. Same thing for can B here. Okay. Check out those nice arrows. Okay, so everything, they're showing out, they're hanging, all the forces are balanced. There's equal pressure on both sides. Now, let's move over here. We have the air flowing between the can tunnel, and so we still have, over here, these molecules are still doing what they're doing before. We have not changed that because that's not the direction, or that's not the area that the air is flowing. But these molecules that usually would be bouncing against this side, the inside of the tunnel, now, because the air is flowing, they are being pushed in a direction like this. Okay, so they are not going sideways to the can, they are going through the tunnel, the air tunnel. Okay, so you can see from this picture that the forces are not balanced out. So these molecules are pushing this way, but there's nothing to balance it out. So it's actually just as if you were to push against something, like this marker, boop, and there's nothing pushing back equally on the other side, so it moves. Well, same thing with the cans. The molecules on this side are still pushing this way. These molecules no longer are because they're flowing in a direction that is not towards the can. And so this can moves in, flows in. I should have drawn that, but use your imagination. And the same thing happens with this can. Same exact concept, and they come together because the pressure in the middle is lower. We call this a low pressure area. That's what Bernoulli's principle says, is that there's going to be a lower pressure area where the air is flowing on the objects that are around it. And that is what's responsible for our weather patterns as well. Things always move towards where there's low pressure. So if you're having a bad weather day, it's a low pressure area, and a good weather is high pressure. Okay, so with the hairdryer trick, which is a really fun one to do, and it's actually probably even better to do with a ping pong ball, but We honestly didn't have a ping pong ball, so I just used a balloon. What's going on here, like I said before, is that everything wants to stay or move towards a low pressure area, right? Okay, so there's fast flowing air going past the sides of the balloon. Now there's this force pushing up on the balloon, so that's what's keeping the balloon up, is that you have that force going up. Now of course you always have gravity pushing down, right? Gravity, okay? But then you have the upward force of the hairdryer pushing up on the balloon, and then you have these low pressure areas of flowing air, okay, on both sides. We'll put LP, low pressure area, and the balloon wants to stay where the low pressure area is. But it's kind of fun to see how much you can tilt the hairdryer and get, you know, the flow kind of going this way, and you see how far you can tilt it before the balloon actually falls to the ground. And you can move the hairdryer around back and forth, and the balloon will follow along with it because it likes to stay in the low pressure area. It's a fun one to try. Give it a whirl.
We're going to do another example of Bernoulli's principle in action.
Alright. Woo! That was a... Woo!
Thank you for doing Science with Hannah. We'll see you next time.